Silverstone. We're going to test some different suits for my new sponsor for next year, Q36.5. So we have 6 different suits we're going to test, 4 development and 4 suits that are coming out next year also. And then we're going to test with ESET gains, some different hydration systems and some boxes on the bike. And also we have a new wheel from Princeton, a front wheel. That's going to be exciting to see how fast it is. And I think it's going to be an exciting day with a lot of, hopefully, good answers where we can gain some watts.
This is the Silverstone Engineering Hub wind tunnel. It's a massive wind tunnel. We've got a fan just here. And what that does is a fan pulls in all the air through this giant area here. So Kasper will be sat here on his bike and the wind comes in. So we can change the airspeed and the yaw so that we can test exactly different positions. So what I've done is I've gone through Kasper's test season for next year, figured out exactly what things are going to be best to test, and so that we can make him specifically aerodynamic for his season-long races. Bike positions vary a lot, and aerodynamically there might be big differences between them, but there's also a balance between getting aerodynamic and comfort to push power on the bike. That's something that we're going to be looking into today. So maybe there might be a position that's slightly more aerodynamic, but if Kasper doesn't feel like he can push the power that he needs to perform on the day, then that's a sacrifice that we have to make.
I think also what we're also looking at is the EZ Hydro Games, the double bottle, just to confirm that also to Kasper.
There's a lot of things that we'll be testing. With the Easy Hydro Gains, over 200 pros are using it. It's been wind tunnel tested so many times that we know it's going to be faster, but now we're looking exactly how much faster can we get it. Is 2 bottles better? Is big bottles better? And we're also going to slightly angle it down or up just to see exactly like how many watts can we extract from such a simple device.
We've got a couple different metrics on this screen that we measure, and of course we've got the rider's position. So we've got some pink outlines around the rider just to help us monitor his position and make sure it's not changing, so that anything we do change in terms of the suit, the helmet, the calf guards, we're purely measuring that change, not his positional change. Now, up on the left hand side we've got wind speed, which we're monitoring. So we're doing 3 wind speeds, 30, 40, 50. And at the end of this measurement, the wind speed will increase to 40 km an hour as it is now. We're monitoring his power as well, just to make sure it stays consistent, and the cadence, because that affects the results as well, and wheel speed, which also affects the results. So we want to make sure that everything is within the same range throughout the whole test, so that nothing that he does influences the results. We just want the change from the suit, the helmet, and the calf guards to be the cause of the results.
I'm Thomas, the Global Athlete Liaison for Q36.5. Kasper came out to our head office in Bolzano a couple of weeks ago. The team did some custom fittings, got some insights from Kasper, what he likes with his product, what he doesn't like. And then what we've done is we've developed a series of prototypes. This is an example of one of them here, where we're trying to find the right fabric combination, the right different chamois experience, because for some riders they want a very thin chamois, others maybe want something a little bit more built up. So what we can really get out of the testing today is understand on Kasper's unique body shape, like what fabrics are going to work a little bit better, because maybe some athletes are more built out in the shoulders than others, for example, and different fabrics will respond in different ways. So out of the testing we've done today, we've brought different solutions with trying to mix that perfect balance of aerodynamics and thermoregulation. And as a brand, as Q36.5, that is our biggest goal, to manage the thermoregulation of the athlete, and then to try and find the perfect balance of aerodynamics with that. So the most aero suit might not necessarily be the fastest suit over a 7-hour triathlon. For example, if you can't breathe, you're going to lose a lot of watts through overheating and not being able to manage that temperature. So through our testing today, we're going to find what works from an aerodynamic perspective, and then we'll marry that up with the testing that our team is doing in Bolzano to find that perfect combination.
But we're just testing the Easy Gains BTA bullet. It's a relatively simple thing, because if you look at your bottle, that's going flat into the wind if it's on the front of your BTA system. If you just literally, you're placing that in there, and then you can see that gives a more aerodynamic shape. So what we're doing, we're in the tunnel now at Casper. We're just about to set this up, add the nose cone, and then see what the results are like. Also, Casper's been using the EZ Hydro Gains, so these are custom fitted to each individual's saddle. We've been testing these all year and had loads of feedback from different athletes. But today what we're doing is optimizing the position of this for Casper in the tunnel. The Hydro Gains can differ between each athlete, and it seems to test a lot faster outside, but the tunnel will always give you an exact measurement to whether something's quicker or not. And yeah, maybe if an athlete's slightly smaller or in a different position, but that's the point of getting Casper in here today, is because we can match this up to his body shape. So his aerodynamic position works really well with the Hydro Gains. So what we're doing is we're starting up with an angle downwards and then slowly tilting it upwards. And we'll be using the single, and then we will be using the double with different size bottles as well, 500, 750. So what it is you can get things faster by specifically dialing into each individual athlete, but the generic overview of the EZ Hydro Gains is it always tests quicker with every single athlete. So it doesn't take you to come into a wind tunnel to find out whether it's faster or not, because the amount of testing we've had have always showed that it's faster. When we were initially testing, we thought 1 or 2 watts, but things like we're getting back numbers 7, 8 watts, sometimes up to 12 watts. It's like a fantastic add-on to put to your bike.
Today we had a great testing session with Casper. We tested suits, calf guards, helmets, different bike positions, different bottle setups, some new easy gain stuff, and we think we found around 10-ish watts overall, maybe more. We need to do some further analysis, but overall it's been a great day. Casper's happy. He's gonna go to Kona and show you everything that's new.